Hey guys, today I'll be reviewing the Fiio KA11. It's a new budget dongle from Fiio. So this was a review unit sent in by Fiio, but all the thoughts and opinions you're about to hear are my own. So let's start the review. So consider this an upgrade from the Apple dongle because this comes at around $29, or for sale you can find it around $24 to $25. Before I start the review, I want to say that I did have a minor issue with the dongle wherein volume was suddenly maxed out and it almost blew my eardrums. But it seems that it had been fixed by itself for some reason, and I don't see it happening now. And also I've spoken with others who have the Fiio KA11. They too didn't face this issue which I have. So I guess I was the only one who faced it, although I have let Fiio know about this issue which I have faced. Now, if you are using UAPP, I highly suggest enabling the option of force volume sync under the volume option and then disconnect the Fiio KA11 and plug it again, because that has some issues too. Fiio KA11 is priced at $30 as I said, and as of this review you can get it for $23 to $25 in sale. And I'll say why as to that is a very good price. These have a single CS43131 DAC chip along with an op-amp SGM8262. It has an output impedance of less than 0.7 ohms, so it is very good to drive any IEMs. It supports up to 32 bits 384 kHz and up to DSG256. It can supply up to 200 milliwatts of power at 32 ohms from its single 3.5mm jack. Now this is the main selling point of this DAC in my opinion. Sadly, this has no ADC control, and that means that no mic is supported over here. For example, if you're using an IEM with inline mic, that won't be supported. This would have been an awesome feature to add to this DAC, as this DAC will mostly be used by mobile users, smartphone users, so that would have been really good. The cable of the Fiio KA11 is braided, as you can see, and it's really nice for this price. Now it has an app called the Fiio Control app. Inside the app you can select the UAC mode, selecting turning on and off the indicators light. Yeah, this is the indicator light, selecting the filter modes, and also controlling the inner volume of the DAC. Now, as of making this review, the latest version of the app has removed the internal volume slider of the DAC, but I am using an older version of the app which lets me control the internal volume of the DAC. As you can see, this is the app, and this is an older version of the app. So as you can see, this is I can control the internal volume, which is really nice feature. And this is the filters which are present, and I am using the NOS filter or non-oversampling filter. I'm using the version 3.18 of the app because this has that volume control as I showed, and if you want this version of the app, please do comment below, I can share it over there. Now, why is this volume control feature important? Well, unlike most popular dongle DACs which you get, which has an independent volume, it has a physical volume button. Now that is really good. But the Fiio KA11, as you can see, lacks that physical volume button for all the right reasons. It's a small dongle DAC. Right, so let's say you're using it on a smartphone and the volume step jump is too high. Then you have a higher volume jumps in your KA11 too. But with the app, it could be mitigated, as you could set the internal volume of the DAC to whatever you want. So let's say I have set it up to 25 out of 30 or 30 out of 50. So that you can, when you use it on a smartphone or any other devices where the volume step jump is too high, there is a linear rise of the volume in the Fiio KA11. Sorry if it was a bit complicated, but I hope you get my point, what I mean to say. So if you still have any doubts, obviously you can comment below and ask me and I'll try to help. So yeah, with the UAC 1 mode, you can use it with your PS5, Nintendo Switch, etc. But it needs to be switched from the Fiio Control app. Also, the app is very buggy as usual. As for this review, the app has connecting issues to the KA11, both the 3.18 and the latest version of the app. I have to connect and reconnect couple of times, sometimes, not all the time, to open the app. I have used the no oversampling filter for this review. I found no difference when using it with other filters. Now, before talking about the sound, I want to mention that it is very hard to talk about it, and it depends heavily on your personal preference, the IEM you are using, and also A/Bing it with other dongle DACs. Now, talking about the sound, well, the sound is fantastic. The overall sound of the Fiio KA11 is warm, it's very luscious. The bass has this slight tinge of boost here without any major coloration of the sound. For lean sounding IEMs, it does have a nice slight kick to it without changing the sound much at all. The mids have a tinge of a boost wherein they sound a bit fuller and thicker, but the female vocal sounds a bit recessed. The treble too stays very well controlled, but the sharpness of the notes of the treble is a bit blunted, and that makes this really enjoyable to listen to for longer sessions. This Fiio KA11 pairs very well with brighter sounding IEMs like the KA1000, etc. It paired very well with all my IEMs very well, and it even drove my very hard to drive Tanzim Kara very well without any issues. Now comparing it with the Apple dongle DAC, I don't have it with me as of now, but I did test it out when I borrowed it from my friend. The Fiio KA11 beats it in every aspect period. The Fiio sounds fuller, richer, and pairs very well with most IEMs. Even if you're someone who won't be noticing about that sound quality upgrade of the Fiio KA11 from the Apple dongle, I think so the build quality alone when compared to the frail Apple dongle is worth a shot. My initial experience with the Fiio dongle DAC was very bad due to the max volume issue which I talked about. But after it was fixed, I cannot gush over as to how good this budget dongle DAC is. Now what would be nice if there were some EQ options inside the app, which I guess could be added via a software update, and also an USB-C to USB-A adapter inside the box would have been a nice addition too. So yeah, that's my review of the KA11. Please do comment if you have any doubts or questions. 94% of the people watching this video aren't subscribed. So I would really appreciate if you could like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day ahead. Bye.